All right, today we're jumping into a big 2025 review of a product that's really turning heads, not just for parents, but for entrepreneurs too. So let's get right into it and see what this color and word activity pack is all about.
So, here's the big question this review really digs into. Can one single product be the ultimate screen-free resource for your kids and at the same time be a goldmine for entrepreneurs? I mean, that's a tough balance to strike, right?
And wow, the review does not make you wait for the answer. Check out this quote from Olivia Smith, an educational content creator. She calls it, arguably the best value PLR, available in 2025. That's a huge statement. So for the next few minutes, we're going to figure out exactly how it earned that kind of praise.
Okay, so a 5-star activity pack? That's a bold claim. Let's see what the evidence is.
Well, the review's credibility really comes from how they tested it. This wasn't just a quick look-see. Nope, the reviewer spent a full 6 weeks with this thing. She had her own kids, ages 5 and 7, using it, while at the same time she was testing it out as a product in her own digital business. So she was looking at it from both sides.
So what's actually inside this thing? Let's peel past the layers and look at what you get in these 600+ pages.
The very first thing that jumps out at you is just the sheer size. We're talking over 600 pages. That is a ton of ready-to-print activities. The whole idea is to mix coloring with learning new words. So for kids, it just feels like fun and games. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty, because this is where you really see the value. So you've got over 600 pages, split into 12 really cool themes, like farms and outer space. You get all the file formats you could need, JPG, PNG, PDF, and the big one, Canva templates. And this is the part that entrepreneurs are going to love. It comes with a full private label rights license. That's PLR. It means you can take it, put your own brand on it, and sell it as your own product. That's a total game changer.
And don't just take my word for it. This quote from Maya Rodriguez really hits the nail on the head. She talks about how the Canva file saved her hours of work. Think about that. Rebranding an entire theme for a client in less than 30 minutes. For anyone in business, that kind of speed is just incredible.
All right, so the specs look great on paper, right? But the real question is, does it actually work? Let's look at how it performed when they put it to the test, both for the kids and for the business side of things. Okay, check out this data from the educational side. They tested this with a group of 5-year-olds. After just 5 sessions with these activities, there was a 68% improvement in word recognition. 68%! I mean, for any parent, seeing that kind of real, measurable progress, that's exactly what you want.
And it wasn't just about what they learned, it was about how long they stayed focused. The review found that kids' engagement time literally doubled. They went from spending about 7 minutes on an activity to a full 15 minutes. Now, if you're a parent or a teacher, you know that getting a kid to stay focused for that long is, well, it's pretty much magic.
Okay, so it works for kids. But what about the business side? Let's talk about Sarah Jenkins. She's a brand new entrepreneur. She took this pack, created some bundles, put her own branding on them, and opened an Etsy shop. In her first month, she made over $1,200. That's not a theory, that's real cash, showing this thing has serious business potential.
So we know it's good on its own, but how does it stack up against what's already out there? The review did a direct, head-to-head comparison, so let's see how it fares.
And this comparison table really tells the story. First off, volume. The color and word pack crushes it with 600 pages. Then editability. Competitor A doesn't even have it, and while competitor B has the same rights, look at the bonus. This pack gives you 120 3D cover prompts. That's a serious pro-level tool that the others just can't match.
Okay, let's wrap this all up. We've seen what's inside, how it performs, and how it compares to the competition. So what's the final verdict?
So no product is perfect, right? The review gives a really fair breakdown. On the plus side, you've got that incredible volume, the super useful Canva editability, and the full commercial rights. The downsides? Well, there's no black and white version, which would save on ink. The activities are pretty basic, so they're for a younger audience. And it's sized for US letter, not A4, which is something for international folks to keep in mind.
So who should actually buy this? The review makes it super clear. If you're an Etsy seller, a homeschool parent, a teacher, a digital content creator, basically, if you're looking for a huge amount of quality content that you can customize and sell, then yeah, this is for you.
And that takes us right back to where we started. The final score? A solid 5 out of 5 stars. It's that combination of the sheer amount of content, the quality, the flexibility with Canva, and those commercial rights that all adds up to what the review calls exceptional value.
So I'll leave you with this final thought from the review. You know, in a world where our kids are just glued to screens all the time, could something as simple as a printable pack actually be one of the best tools we have for learning? It's definitely something to think about.